Starting pitchers for the ball game were Seth Etherton for the A's, Doug Wechter for Tampa Bay. They were both okay tonight, not great. The A's got the jump on Wechter in the top of the first inning. Mark Kotze with a steal, a stolen base. Kendall flied out. Eric Chavez was up with a chance to do some damage early. Here's the 3-2, hit up the middle into center field for a base hit. Kotze is around third. Up with the ball is Hollins. He'll just flip the ball back to the infield. So Kotze scores on a single to center by Chavez, and the A's take a 1-0 lead. So the A's get the jump on the Rays tonight. 19th RBI for Chavez. And then Hatterberg was up with a chance to give the A's a pretty big early cushion here tonight. And the 2-2 delivery. Breaking ball ripped to right. That's way back, and that is gone. And no doubt about it. A 2-run home run to right field by Scott Hatterberg as the A's get 3 in the top of the first. 3-0 A's. A no-doubt blast to dead right field by Hatterberg, his third home run this year. 3-0 Athletics. But Tampa Bay would come back in the bottom of the first, although Etherton was lights out facing the first two batters as he K'd Crawford and Lugo, but then Hollins, a late insertion into the ball game because Aubrey Huff was a late scratch. Hollins singled, stole second. Travis Lee was up. The 3-2 is ripped to right center. That's going to get the Rays on the board. That goes through and goes all the way to the wall. Hollins will turn it third and glide into score on a stand-up double to right center by Travis Lee, and it's 3-1 Athletics. Travis Lee just ropes the ball on the line to right center as the ball went all the way to the wall. That was a fastball down the middle just below the belt. So now it's 3-1. Might be one of those nights. And Josh Phelps was up, and he was able to get the Rays within 1 in the first. 2-2 with the runner at second to Phelps, and here it is. Swung on line to center, base hit. Rounding third is Lee. He will score easily on a solid single to center by Phelps, and now it's 3-2. So the Rays jump right back. A 2-out rally, single, stolen base, double, single. 20th RBI for Phelps, and that'll bring up Nick Green. Nick Green bounced out, and Sanchez bounced out. It was 3-2 A's after 1 when the A's came up in the top of the second. Mark Ellis was leading off and made a bid to get something going for the A's. Wechter is 1-0, is a drive into left. Going back is Crawford. He's at the track, leaping at the wall, and he makes a great catch. Great play by the very athletic Carl Crawford in straightaway left field. Climbing the wall to rob Mark Ellis of extra bases. Mark hits it on the button, and Crawford, tracking it, went to the wall, then timed his leap and just reached up with the glove and pulled it right off the top of the barrier. So the Rays were in position to take the lead as they battered against Etherton in the bottom of the third. Again, a 2-out rally as after Lugo flied out and Hollins struck out, Travis Lee singled, and Josh Phelps came up. At this point, he had 2 home runs for the year, 1 already this year against the A's. Kendall sets up away. Runner goes, big jump, swung on a fly ball, well hit, right center field. Kelty back at the track, and it is gone. A 2-run home run, a towering blast to right center field by Josh Phelps, and that gives Tampa Bay the lead. 4-3 Devil Rays. In the 5th inning with Dave Wills sitting in from the Tampa Bay radio network on our broadcast, the A's were able to tie it up as with 1 out, Scudero singled, stole second, Kotze flied out, Kendall got aboard on a hit, and Chavez was up.
Eric Chavez will be the batter. Chavez with a couple of hits today. He is not going to run, and he's also scored a run. So a chance for the A's to tie the ball game up here in the 5th inning. Wechter holds. Here's the pitch. Swing and a line drive down the left field line. It's a base hit, and we're going to be tied at 4. Crawford over to go get it. Here goes Kendall racing for third. The throw's not in time. Going to second on the throw is Eric Chavez. It's an RBI for Chavez, and we're tied at 4 here in the 5th.
A's left the runners, though, at second and third when Hatterberg bounced out. A's starter Etherton went the first 5, allowed 6 hits and 4 runs. Doug Wechter, the Rays starter, went 6, allowed 7 hits and 4 runs. And so Jesus Colome was on to begin the 7th inning for Tampa Bay, and he allowed back-to-back singles to Scudero and Kotze. Jason Kendall then initially was up to bunt, try to sacrifice, then was swinging away, and he was robbed on a diving play at third by Alex Gonzalez to get a 4th at second base. The A's had runners at first and third. That's when Trevor Miller came on for the Rays. He struck out Chavez and then hit Hatterberg. And then Lou Piniella went back to his bullpen. Travis Harper was on to face Bobby Kelty with 2 out and the bases loaded. Harper's 2-2 pitch with 3 on and 2 out. Here's the pause. It's on the way, and it swung on and missed. Fastball struck him out. The A's this year now are 6 for 41 with the bases loaded. Kelty K's, the A's lead 3, and we go to the bottom of the 7th. A's 4, Tampa Bay 4. And then that fateful bottom of the 7th inning. Toby Hall bounced out batting against Sarlos, and then the play at first base where Sarlos apparently failed to touch the bag on the ground ball to Hatterberg in the 3-1 at first, and so Gonzalez was aboard on the E1. Then a base hit by Carl Crawford, and then Julio Lugo had a chance to give the Rays the lead. 0-1 pitch on the way. Ground ball, base hit, left field. Gonzalez scores, Crawford to second, and Tampa Bay takes a 5-4 lead. And the little missing of first base on the 3-1 play comes back to haunt the A's. Unearned run, but the A's had a chance for an unearned run, or maybe 2 of those in the 9th inning with Danny Baez, the closer, on the hill for the Rays. First, Kotze reaching on a throwing error by the shortstop Lugo. And Kendall hit a shot that caromed off with the shortstop Gonzalez for an E5. But then Chavez flied to center. Hatterberg was out 1 unassisted on the chopper that was tracked down by Baez, and he went to the first base bag by himself. The A's had second and third, 2 out, top of the 9th inning, trailing 5-4, and it was Kelty once again in a big spot. Runners lead. Kotze from third, Kendall from second. And the 2-2 on the way is swung on a chop to the right side. Green at second has got it. Rim of the outfield grass. Throws to first for the out. Ball game over. The A's leave runners at second and third. And the A's lose another tough one on an unearned run scored by Tampa Bay in the bottom of the 7th. Final score, Rays 5, A's 4. Ray Fosse is here. He'll be doing the scoreboard. You were over on TV. You got a replay. Did Sarlos miss first base?
Yes, he did. And actually, because the ball was hit off the end of the bat, he reacted a little bit slowly, just enough as he got over there. And the important thing is to try to catch the ball, then tag the bag. The ball and his foot arrived at the same time to first base, and he tried to hit it and then tried to swipe it again. He thought he got it, but Jerry Davis had the clear line and clearly missed the bag.
As I said on the open of the postgame, the A's didn't play a bad ball game, but again, it's almost like they're in a stretch where they're inventing new ways to lose.
Absolutely, and just not taking advantage of opportunities. And in the 9th inning, Bobby swung at the first pitch was bad. Hatterberg on a 2-1 low fastball, which was bad, and 2 quick outs. And in that case, when a team is struggling, they made 2 errors. A base hit's going to tie it. Danny Baez, give him a chance to make a mistake. A's went up, bam, 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 started swinging early and didn't give him a chance to make a mistake and could not take advantage. And as it turned out, 4 runs, first 4 scored by the Rays after 2 outs, and then the unearned run. So you combine those things. Couldn't get the 3rd out for Etherton in the 2 of the first 3 innings, and then the unearned run is just one of those ways, and that's a good phrase, a new way to lose a game.
Yeah, and that's what happens when you're not going well.
Exactly.
All right, 5-4, the Rays have beaten the A's, and Ray will have the scoreboard